Hello guys, welcome back. In our previous video, I have explained how to use Gemini API. And today, in this video, I'm going to create one web page and I'm going to integrate Gemini API within that particular web page so that we can create our own Chatgpt kind of web page where whatever the question that you are going to enter within the text box, so it is going to give you the answer based on your text. This is what generative AI is all about. Let's see quickly how can we create our own page with ChatGPT. Sorry, not ChatGPT. Google Gemini API integration. Okay, so let's begin. Um, so this is the API yesterday we have seen. Now let's see how can we design the web page and we'll integrate this API within the web page. So quickly, I'm going to create one new HTML page here. With my page name, I'm just creating HTML page here. Now you have to fill up the code basically. So first we have to create a HTML page. Alright, so you have to create HTML with the head and body. So let's start with the head. So first we have to specify the title of the page. So I'm going to specify the title as this one, like generative AI with the Google Gemini API created by BharathAutomation, something like this. And then we have to add the styling part, CSS, basically. Like for body, what exactly the text that you want to use, and for header, what exactly the text that you have to use, and then for input text and then background, everything. Even we are going to include the clear button, everything, right? So for each and everything, now we have to add the styling part. So let's add styling part. First we'll add styling for body and then next header. Then input text field, basically this is where we are going to enter our input text, right? So that our API is going to recognize and then that is going to provide us output for that. Then that clear button. I just want to add mouse hovering related functionality as well. So even for that, I'm adding CSS. Basically, all the CSS, styling part that we are going to add is just to give you a rich look to your HTML page. That's it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how exactly you're going to add styling, all those things. If your API is not working, the page is not going to work. Even though if you're not going to add all the CSS, if your page is good, then definitely, sorry, if your API is going to give you the correct details. That's all, you don't need to worry about all this stuff actually. So this is how we have to add CSS based on your requirement. You can add the CSS properties for your web page. Now, actual web page we are going to design. First, we have to design the page content. We want to start web page with the header, right? that should have the name of your page. Basically, I'm just creating the header as generative AI with Google Gemini API created by BharathAutomation. So something like this, whatever the text that you want to update within the web page as a header. Okay. Earlier one is a title. Now we are going to add the header actually. Okay. Now we can choose the colors, whatever the color that you want to display. So according to that you can choose and then it is going to update that value. So you can create whatever the color that you want. Okay. So let me start adding the uh, header first within the page content. Then I'm going to add enter text. This is like a placeholder basically. I'm going to add so that user can enter the text, and I just want to limit to 100 characters only. And I'm going to design the property also, I mean element also with the same properties. I'm going to update max length as 100 so that if you are going to enter more than 100 characters, it is not going to allow. I just want to restrict. If you want to increase, you can increase. And then I want to add two different buttons. One is generate button. So once I'm going to enter the text and I have to click on the button, right? So for that, I have created a button with the name generate. And once we are done with the input and then we'll be able to see the output to enter the next value. First of all, I have to clear, right? Even for that also, I need one more button. That's the reason two different buttons I have created, generate button and clear button. And then finally, to get the output, I'm going to add one small header with the name output and then one text area. Basically, we don't know how many characters we are going to get within the output. So that's the reason I'm using text area instead of text box. Okay. And finally, I want to update my page details like HTML page and then the URL, all those things. Especially whoever want to subscribe to my page. So I just want to give hyperlink here within my HTML page. If you want to do something like this, any links or any text, if you want to add at the footer, you can add it. Okay. You can customize this according to your interest. Okay. So I'm just setting the size format basically. Next one. This is the main part actually. So till this part is a simple HTML page. There is no use of this page until unless we are going to integrate with API. Right now, the actual integration of API will come into the picture. So first we have to import the Google API related library that is only going to have all the functions to provide you the information. So for that, you can either copy from, yesterday I gave you the link, right, in my previous video. If you just click on that link and if you see the documentation, you will be able to get these details. What exactly the library that you have to import, or else you can simply use my code. Anything is fine. First, we have to import the library, and then you have to create a function. So whenever I'm going to enter some text and click on the generate button, now I want to add functionality to just generate output. Same thing, one more functionality I have to add for clear the field. So two different functions I have to create so that anytime if I'm going to click on generate button, this function is going to trigger. Whenever I'm going to click on clear button, this function is going to trigger. That is what the functionality I'm going to build now. Okay. So for that, I'm going to create two different functions now. is the script. Basically, we are going to add to take the user interaction, and according to that, things will work now. Okay. So for that only, now we are writing the things. First, we have to get generative AI model that we have already collected from Google. So first we have to you import that one. Then we have to store API key. How to generate API key, I have already told you, right? So now you have to generate the API key and you have to store that key. So let me show you one more time how to generate these API key quickly. Maybe we can just navigate to my page, and then here in the description I have added actually the link. Here you will be able to see the documentation actually. Just copy this link, okay? Whatever the key that you have generated, you have to use the same key. As I told you yesterday also, this key is going to expire. So try to check, before itself. So whether key is working or not. So only working key you have to use. Then only you will be able to get the proper output, okay? So careful on that. So whatever the key just now I have generated, now I'm going to add same key, and then I'm going to get that particular key. Then I'm going to add event listeners, and then I'm going to set up all these functionality related to clear button and other stuff actually. Then I'm going to create a simple function so that whenever I'm going to click on the generate button, this function is going to trigger. Already I have shown you just now, right? Generate output is the function I have included here. Now I am going to write the implementation. So immediately whenever user is going to click on that, this function should execute. So it should take the value by using Gemini API. Especially currently I'm using Gemini Pro model to perform this operation. So by using Gemini Pro model, whatever the text that I'm going to enter, immediately I'm going to copy the text and I'm going to pass that text into this Gemini Pro model so that it is going to give me the text. That is what I'm going to store, and that is what I'm going to display within the output text area. Same thing, I'm going to add one more function to clear the text. So immediately, once my work is completed, if I want to clear the previous text that I have entered as well as the output, this function I'm going to use. Okay. So finally, our page is ready with all the functions. So just quickly set the format. Now page is ready. Now let's see how exactly the page is going to look like quickly. So let me save it first and then open with live server. Can you see this, guys? So page is ready now. Let's verify whether page is working fine or not. Let's type tell me the story about Gemini API. you have to click on this generate button. So immediately, whatever the function that we have written for this generate will trigger, and then according to that, you are going to get the output, the complete story. So once you are able to copy this, and then you can clear this and you can start using another one. So this is how you will be able to create your own GPT page, and that is going to help you to answer whatever the question that you have. Got it, guys? So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe this channel, and please do share this particular video with your colleagues, friends in your social media, so that it is going to help me to reach more people and to share interesting content like this with more people actually. Thank you, guys. See you in our next video with one more interesting topic. Bye, guys.